we didn't need a 200+ page report to tell us what we already need. The fact is, Illinois is in crisis when it comes to energy, as are many states around the country. And quite frankly, what the report says, what we already knew, and what the IMAs testified to, is that the demand doesn't meet the generation. It's simply supply and demand. And as we've seen growth from manufacturing and quantum and data centers, at the same time that state policies are resulting in the closure of baseload energy, coal, gas, and even nuclear across the country, it's simply a supply and demand issue. And this report says that Illinois is going to struggle, and there's going to be a date in the near future where we may not have enough power to meet the demand we need. Keep the current generational plants going, the clean coal plants and the gas plants, make sure they continue operating. Secondly, we have to invest in new generation. And we were happy that the nuclear moratorium was removed. That's going to take a few years. We need to add gas plants. Renewables are an important part of the mix, but it's an all the above strategy. We also have to invest in transmission lines and technologies like carbon capture and battery storage, so long as they're done in an affordable manner. But again, if the governor and lawmakers didn't hear the warning signs about capacity auctions, they clearly need to read this 200-page report. And again, I think a good first step, sending a message to the market, is keep those current plans. Particularly after this report's come out, we would encourage the governor to veto that bill, go back to the table, look at this report that, they should have waited until they saw this report in the first case and see what this said. And it clearly says you need to keep your current resources on board. And so, that sends a message. And again, renewables are part of it, but this report says that they're not dispatchable. And during peak hours, they're part of the solution, but renewables are not the entire solution. And again, I think reading through this report, battery storage, there's a better way to finance it. Battery are important, but in this case, the legislation on the governor's desk, there's going to be a new line item on everyone's bill to pay for $7 billion of battery storage. And this report calls for 3 or 4 times that amount of battery storage. So again, the governor's going to sign the energy bill by all accounts. He supported it. Their team helped negotiate it. But this report clearly sends a message to the governor and General Assembly. They need to go back to the table, need to work on it. We know the bill that the governor's likely to sign is going to create the integrated resource planning and give those decisions to the Commerce Commission, to 5 people. And the General Assembly is going to kind of take itself out of it. But given that their consumers and constituents and businesses are going to face rate hikes, we think that they should pay more attention to this.